So when I was a little girl, I was an entertainer. I was kind of outrageous. I was all over the place. I was ADHD, and I was often told that I was either too loud or, I was too this, too that, and so I kind of subdued myself a little bit. When I mean subdued myself, I emotionally was suppressed. I suppressed myself. I made it to the point where I wouldn't cry about things. Like, I wouldn't cry. Like, it was a shameful thing if I did it, if I showed it, because when I did, I was, like, ignored. But it was interesting when I was quiet, um, there was a problem too. So when I sat down, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna do my writing and, zone everyone out, as autistic people do. And there was a problem. They're like, why are you doing this? You need to spend time with the family. And the thing is, when I spent time with family, I was expected to have a certain reaction. And it was hard to kind of adjust to having no reaction and then have a big reaction at this certain event, And sometimes I was just tired and I didn't feel like reacting in a certain way to something, to certain stimuli. And sometimes I was just processing what was being said to me and what was going on at the time. And then I would have to process what I was going through. And when I got to that point, that's when my family would complain. They'd be like, you're not reacting to this. And I think a lot of us react to things internally. We react to things internally, we feel it, and we're not always outrageous. But now that I am beyond all of that abuse, I'm not living with these abusers, I'm not around these people that are abusive and toxic, and my life is going where I want it to. Now I can be outrageous. Now I can show my emotions. Now I can finally go into my room and cry and not be afraid anymore. Now I can realize to myself, I was there for everybody. I was there for everyone. But I was never there for myself. I was never happy with myself. I was never content with being alone by myself. I loved being by myself. Oh, yes. But whenever I got comfortable, there would always be someone like, yeah, say. Somebody would say something. Somebody would call me out on it and say that there was something wrong with me. It was always about me. And it was a conspiracy. It was like me, 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 me. It was always about something that I had done. When really all I had done was sit down or had said a word or came in at the wrong moment. I don't know what I did that really justified what to deserve the things that I went through. But I understand that they were going through their own kind of trauma, and they were trying to make sense of it too. And it's really hard to heal from trauma when you're that close to it. And it's not until you step back that you actually see what's going on. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to let yourself emotionally feel the things that you've never felt before. And that's going to be very strange territory for you at first. And also, sometimes you have to know that when it comes to abuse, the abuse gives you a certain identity. The abuser gives you an identity. They want you to be a certain person for them. Whether it's money, it's sex, or it's something that they can get from you, attention, they'll do anything that they can. If that means making you believe that you are this other person, then they will do that. That sounds like brainwashing. It is, yes! Yay! Yes, it is. You have guessed it. Yes, it is not just gaslighting. Gaslighting can lead to this thing that's called brainwashing. It can transition into it. It's like a bipolar junction flow, so to speak. It's something. It's a crossroad. They're connected somehow. There's a vein somewhere that leads to that compartment of brainwashing. And literally what they do is they say, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy, over and over and over again, until you believe that you are that person. You are a horrible person because you didn't do so and so. And it's usually something very petty and stupid. And it either has to do with the fact that they want to distract everyone from what they're doing, or the fact that they just love to cause that reaction. And later in life, what it does is you feel guilty for doing the things that you need to do, like take care of yourself, take a shower, eat, spend time with people. And you then establish an identity outside of the abuse, and you become the person you were meant to be. And you're not going to love that person at first. I'm going to tell you, you're not going to like that person. You're probably going to be like, yeah, I don't know if I like this person. But eventually you will learn to be confident, and you realize that, yeah, you are the shit. You always were. And you had what it took to be strong. You were not the weak one. They thought that you were the weak one. You were the kind one. That means you were strong. You refused to be cruel like you were taught to be and taught to believe about yourself. You are not cruel. You are not the problem. You never were. And eventually, when you find yourself away from that, you'll find that it's true. And I'm not the only one that's going through this. No. I'm not. I don't think I'm any more important than anybody else. I think that there are a lot of people that are on the same road. And there's a lot of people that are going through this. And you know what? I'm here for you. I can be. I'm here for all of you. And if you have questions, just ask. Because there's a whole story I don't even know about you. I don't know your story. I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know your marital status. I don't know where you live. I don't know shit, okay? Let's just go with that. I don't know shit about you. You probably don't know much about me either. But that's why we have conversations. That's why we ask questions, so we can learn. And we can hopefully come through this together. Let's move forward with understanding. For those of you that have neurodivergency, autism, ADHD, or you have some sort of mental illness, and you've experienced abuse, let's not just jump to conclusions and think, yeah, we have this person figured out. You don't know anything about the internet, about the people on the internet. They can show you something, and then the next moment at Starbucks, they're complete assholes. You know what I mean? And so yeah, you can't trust people, and you can't even trust yourself. But don't stop learning. Don't stop asking questions just because you've been hurt, or that you're getting triggered. If you're getting triggered, stop watching me. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to realize what's bothering you about me. Because if I've come off a little too strong, I get that. I get it. I'm outrageous. I'm all over the place. I get it. But I'm not meaning to be rude, and I'm not meaning to be a trigger to you. I'm not meaning to do anything that I shouldn't be doing. I'm not a stalker. I make jokes about that, but I'm not. I'm just a normal person with autism who's probably, it depends how you define normal. And I have experienced abuse. I'm one of probably a million that are on here that talk about this. And yes, it helps for me to talk about it. And I bet it's going to help you to talk about it too. And maybe you'll find that place where you can discuss it. Maybe it's here, maybe it's someplace else. But I do hope that you find healing and that you overcome these triggers, because these triggers, they don't got nothing on you. You're stronger. You survived this, and you came this far, and you made a comment, or you came here on YouTube. Maybe you didn't make a comment, you just came here. Okay, you came here, you're alive, you exist. Okay, I'm so happy that you did. And even if you came here just to make fun of me and to comment and bully me and troll me, welcome. Thank you for showing up. You exist. Fantastic. And if you're leaving some negativity because maybe you reacted or responded negatively to my videos, thank you for that too, because that really makes me think about myself, and it really humbles me and makes me speculate, yeah, maybe this is a problem. Maybe this person is just another person. You know, people are people, and they have stories, and I am willing to listen. I'm not just here so that everybody can look at me. Well, yeah, sort of. There are other reasons I'm here. I would like people to look at me, but that's not the only reason I'm here. I'm here to actually connect with people and hopefully touch them. And I love interacting with my commenters. I love it. I was on TikTok and I love that was part of that made my day, because I touched someone and I connected with someone. And now with YouTube, we can do that even more because you have longer text. You can literally write a novel into the text now. So now we can have meaningful conversations and not just on TikTok, right? So look forward to your comments. Look forward to your input. Thank you for the negative comments as well as the positive ones. And I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day.